なっちゃえばいいすりむいた心に蓋をしたんだ
Alright guys, this is my second battle today, and this time we're going to be facing off against the Japanese kid with a sandstorm team. So he's going to start with a Tyranitar, and I'm going to start with a Scizor. Now, only my PBR live viewers have actually seen this Scizor. It's not your normal average Scizor, this is a counter Scizor. I call it my last stand Scizor, considering that its main priority is to counter whatever attack it can, and then get its last attack in, and that's pretty much it. Now my opponent switches, predicting the bullet punch right off the back, and he goes into a Garchomp. Now, I actually went for Protect this turn to scout out what that Tyranitar was going to do, but because of the switch, Protect failed. So I'm going to Protect again, since I'm able to, and see what that Garchomp is going to do. I want to find out if it's physical or special. If it's physical, I'll counter. If it's special, I have to switch out no matter what. So I get the Protect off, and the Garchomp is going to end up going for a Fire Fang. So that's perfect. I'll be able to counter the attack, predicting that he'll do it again, since most people on PBR just go for the attack straight up. And considering nobody knows counter Scizor even exists. So my next attack will be counter. My Focus Sash will guarantee my survivability. And even if he gets a burn, counter's gonna take it out. So he goes for Fire Fang. That's of course is screwed up that sentence. That of course is going to knock me into my Sash. I'm going to counter, and that's going to one-hit knock out that Garchomp, of course. So Garchomp is out of the way, and I believe that was actually a big threat to my team. So getting rid of that was pretty good. So Scizor is pretty much done. All he's got left is one attack that he can get in. He's going to go into a Rhyperior now, which my Scizor is not going to be able to touch with Scizor or even Bullet Punch, because of a solid rock and the fact that Rhyperior's defenses are beyond unbelievable. Or is that its attack? Well, one of those is really high. But I do about an 1/8 damage with Bullet Punch. He's gonna Earthquake, and that's of course gonna take out my Scizor. Not that I was expecting it not to. But now it's time for me to go into my Sandslash. Sandslash can take advantage of the Sandstorm, thanks to its Sand Veil. Now, I don't really fear taking an Earthquake from that Rhyperior. My Sandslash's defenses are pretty high, so I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. I know that I outspeed Rhyperior. Rhyperior is probably one of the slowest Pokemon next to Shuckle, and I believe a few others, but I'm not a stat person. So I go for the Swords Dance, and that's going to boost up my attack. He's going to go for another Earthquake, and that does about half to my Sandslash. So now Sandslash is just going to pretty much sweep whatever's left of his team. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. Even with Solid Rock, it's not going to be enough to save Rhyperior. So his Rhyperior is pretty much done. Sandslash Earthquake successfully, and that takes Rhyperior down. So now all he has left is that Tyranitar. The only thing I have to worry about is if it's Focus Sash or not, and if it's special, because he could just Ice Beam my Sandslash and pretty much finish it off. The chances of hitting with Ice Beam have slim thanks to Sand Veil. but even with Sand Veil, it can still take out my Sand Slash. So he goes back into Tyranitar. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. Oh, it could have been Choice Scarf too. That's something I didn't think about, but it wasn't, so... Of course, Sand Slash is going to take it out because it's not sashed either. So, Sand Slash finished up what Scizor started. And that's it, guys. I will see you next time.
You